Vanished in the Shadows, the Soraya O'Connell mystery. New episode premiering Sunday, January 26. On a warm summer evening in 1970, 15-year-old Soraya O'Connell set out for what should have been a typical night at a youth centre in London, Ontario. By the time her mother arrived to pick her up at 10 p.m., Soraya was already gone. What followed was a desperate search that stretched on for years, only to end the grim discovery that would raise more questions than answers. 4 years later, on May 26, 1974, Soraya's remains were uncovered in a secluded area of Perth County, miles from where she was last seen. Her tragic fate bore haunting similarities to other unsolved murders in the area, including Lynda White and Jackie English. All three young women were abducted, and their bodies were posed and left in remote locations. Were these deaths the work of the same shadowy figure? A calculated predator who stalked the streets of London during one of its darkest chapters. In this week's episode of Ontario Cold Cases, we dive deep into Soraya's heartbreaking story, tracing her steps that fateful night, uncovering the eerie parallels between her case and others, and exploring the chilling possibility of a serial killer at work in what would become infamously known as Murder City. Through interviews, archival audio, and expert analysis, we'll bring you Soraya's case back into the light. Ask the tough questions. How did Soraya's killer evade justice for so long? Are there more victims connected to this string of crimes? And will modern forensic advancements finally reveal the truth? Don't miss this gripping episode as we shed light on one of Ontario's most perplexing cold cases. Tune in this Sunday, January 26, wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe now to make sure you don't miss a single episode of Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast. Together, we'll keep the memory of Soraya O'Connell alive and push for the justice she deserves.